Good morning, everybody. So I read this article last night. Like I was just like it was like late at night. I was just thinking about politics because what else would I be thinking about? And I was like, it's the same place I did the last video. Like it saves like all your progress. It's crazy. I like this backdrop though. I like it just feels like I'm really in a train station. Anyways, I read this article on, I'm going to leave a link to it, obviously, theconversation.com. And I was like thinking, like, did Barack Obama really win a Nobel Peace Prize before he ever did anything in office? Like, I have to be misremembering that, right? And of course I wasn't. And this article, like, I shit on Barack Obama all the time, like, 'cause I'm not one of those niggas that they're like, oh, you can't say anything bad, right? He's a black man. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, see, your color doesn't fucking matter to me. What did he do for black people? Barack, well, blacks lost, I believe, 40% of their wealth, most tied to real estate when Barack Obama was in office. So, yeah, Barack Obama's presidency really meant nothing to me other than massive disappointment. And he was kind of a bitch. Not even kind of, he was a fucking massive pussy. In a time where we needed a fighter like FDR, you let a man in a wheelchair outdo you. A dying man in a fucking wheelchair at polio outdo you. Barack Obama, young, able-bodied, full of energy, just not a fighter. So sad. Anyways, this article is called "Why Barack Obama Was Particularly Unsuited to Live Up to the Ideals of the Nobel Peace Prize." So I was trying to read from the URL. There was a dot dot dot. Okay, let me get back to the part of the article you actually need to read. It's a really long article. I read it all, and it helped me understand why he's the way he is. Okay, that reminds me of the part of your book. We're gonna read it like just all the way through. I'm not gonna like give commentary or anything till the end. Like it's gonna be a change for me. It's gonna go smoothly this way. That reminds me of the part of your book where you zero in on comments Obama made in March 2015 about his failure to close Guantanamo. Obama said the politics of it got tough, and people got scared by the rhetoric around it. Once you set in, then the path of least resistance was just to what the fuck? The mail is here at 10 in the morning. I'm like a fucking dog. To leave it open. How does that one phrase, the path of least resistance, epitomize the Obama approach to politics? Many people thought Obama had done quite confrontational, quite remarkable things somewhere back in his career. Maybe it happened at Harvard. Maybe it happened in his time as a community organizer. But then you look closely, these occasions don't exist. Here's a really important thing. Strength of character is established by doing something brave and original. You find this idea in places like Emerson's essay Self-Reliance. Ralph Waldo Emerson, read Self-Reliance. I read that back in high school. Changed my life. You are stronger from habit, from having one seen that you've been strong. That is so true. That's how I've gathered strength to do anything in the past because I've succeeded before. That has to evolve by taking a stance of open resistance and maybe once or twice even being alone in opposition and facing the powers that be. Like me, I come on here every day talking this real shit. I said I wasn't going to talk. I don't care. I changed my mind. Talking real shit. Whoever stands up for me. Like I'm always standing up for marginalized groups and shit and calling out the people with the actual power. Whoever stands up for Kush, like I agree with you. Nobody ever stands up for fucking me. It's always standing alone in opposition to these motherfuckers. Well-meaning politicians like Obama, who haven't had that particular experience, are in a sense unformed and unprepared to serve in positions as leaders. Ding, ding, ding. How can you be a president of the United States if you never did anything? You gotta run the most massive bureaucracy in the fucking world. You're the most powerful man in the world. You're fucking scared to use the power. What a joke. Back in 2014, when I wrote an article critical of Obama's presidency, I received a note from a community worker. And this is the funny part. Community worker involved in Chicago's politics. He told me about a time when he was working to get a serious gun control measure passed in the Illinois state legislature sometime in the late 90s when Barack Obama was in the state senate. Obama had pledged his support for the gun control bill, and this is just fuck. He's a piece of shit. I regret my votes for him. He said he would come to the committee hearing, and this man wrote that when the day came, they were taking a terrible beating. A ballistics expert they had put on the stand was getting raked over the coals by Republicans. There was some shouting, and so on. And as this was happening, he saw State Senator Obama walk past the door, stop at the door, look in for a second, then walk away. The community worker confronted Obama a few days later. We were really counting on your support, and it mattered that you weren't there. Why didn't you come? And Obama said, well, I just looked in, and I saw a lot of angry talk and shouting, and I just thought I had a better way to spend my time. You know what I call that? A fucking pussy. How are you a leader, motherfucker? How did this guy become president? I don't understand it. Who saw anything in this guy and thought, man, we need to put this guy on the top of the pyramid and show everything? No wonder your country fucking decayed and went downhill. This guy's not a leader. Y'all think he's as smart as I thought he was either. Barack Obama's the most overrated human being to ever exist. Most disappointing, too. So my parents have a picture of him on that wall, man. I used to fucking just criticize them every day. I was like, please, dude, are you going to take that fucking picture down? What are you proud of? And they just to see the nigga. He's a black man that got to be president. That's all it takes for some people. But me, I got big balls. I don't give a fuck if your name is my name and you're a direct copy of me. If you do something stupid as president, I'm gonna criticize you. I don't give a fuck about your skin color. It's most Americans just don't have the balls to stand up and say some shit. You're afraid of whatever, just your own shadow or whatever. You kiss my ass and miss me with that shit. I'm not one of these docile American dogs. Never have been, never will be. I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. So that's it. That's the path of least resistance. That anecdote sort of crystallized it. Obama entered office in 2009 with listen to this, a majority of Democrats they can only dream of. 59 seats in the Senate and a big majority in the House. Man, in your view, what was the Democrats' biggest lost opportunity for me? You didn't pass universal health care. But I'm not going to read the rest of y'all. They talk about climate change and Greta Thunberg, one of my heroes. I know people hate her for, you hate like someone who's basically just a child like a few years ago and is autistic just because she wants to save a fucking planet. Man, you people are evil. I'll always be a massive fan of Greta Thunberg. That's what people speaking about Palestine too. The hate she takes, be called anti-Semitic, like suck my dick. That's another thing. Being called anti-Semitic would do nothing to me. Like I've heard all that shit before. You know what? If you get called anti-Semitic, you're probably doing something right. You're attacking the right people. Anyways, that's the end of the video. And now you know why Barack Obama didn't do shit as president, because he was never suited for the moment. He was never suited to be a leader. He never did anything. But he pulled the wool over our eyes. I'll give him that. He's succeeded in fucking fooling all of us. I voted for him twice. Even I had reservations in 2012. Massive reservations. I was on to Barack Obama's game in 2010. It's like I was like, they passed Obamacare, which is this Romney Care, which is a Heritage Foundation plan new shit back then. I was like, this isn't universal health care. And then I was like, then I ripped the Obama half of my sticker off on my car, kept the Biden act, because at the time he was the more liberal of the pairing. And then he lost his mind too. Like politics is just a fucking dead end street. Electoral politics is a fucking dead end street. I've always said, if you don't change anything, you're going to take mass movement in the streets, probably a general strike. You're never going to get a fucking president you like in this dumbass country. You let billionaires control everything. It's just a joke.